Well, I just want to kind of set you guys up for our training tonight is again, none other than our Kelli Dart. And, she had, we're being kind of rotating and, I know Kelli's goal is getting back into DIQ and she got to attend leadership conference and get a lot of extra special training, but we were talking about like what she was going to train on. And I was so happy that she came up with this because I think there's so much happening, so much technology and so much fast moving growth in our company of what they're offering. And so let's give it up for Miss Kelli Dart. She had to work all day last minute. She found out. So she's been down at the office, but she's going to train us on all of the Mary Kay apps just to make our life easier so that we know what to offer, not only for ourselves, but for our customers to make our life easier and smoother and to be able to do business anytime, anywhere, any place. So let's give it up for Kelli Dart. She's going to be our trainer tonight.
Thanks, you guys. It's so funny. Like I've done this now a couple times and I know all of you, but I still get nervous. It's kind of silly. So I think I posted I uploaded 2 files on the Future Inspired Facebook page, which are notes that I'm going to go over tonight. I've already uploaded them. So you guys can print them off or whatever you want, take notes however you want. I'm going to just highlight each one of the apps, but I'm going to really focus on the My Customer app. So on everything that I've made and printed off and put together, I found on the Mary Kay In Touch website. So just for future reference for anybody who wants to go back and learn some of this, because I'm just kind of highlighting everything, you go on In Touch under resources and then resources digital zone and then get the apps. I think is what it says. Yeah, go mobile with Mary Kay. So those are the steps: resources, digital zone, go mobile with Mary Kay. I forgot to put that in my notes. So when you go on there, this is kind of cool. So this is one of the documents and it is kind of like the tutorial on how to download apps from your smartphone, from your tablet, and it breaks it down by iPhones and Android. And at first when I looked at this, I was like, well, everybody's going to know that. I don't need to print that out. But I was actually pretty surprised. There are still some people that don't have smartphones and they don't have this technology yet. And in doing these, I also found that some of them you can do on the computer. Just because there's an app version, they still have a way to do it on the computer. So so this is on the digital zone and it's kind of like your step-by-step instructions how to do it. And it does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has 8 apps across the top, but I'm actually highlighting, I think 10 or 11. So there's some of them that aren't on here that we're going to talk about today. But anyways, that's just kind of like the one little screenshot of putting the apps on your phone or on your tablet. So I'm just going to kind of go through each app and what it kind of highlights for us. And then I'm going to spend more of the time focusing on the My Customer app. That's the one I use the most. And I actually found out today in doing some of this research that there was even stuff on that app that I didn't know was possible. So I was kind of excited because I was getting ready to call Heidi and be like, I have product to return. I can't remember how to do it. And you can do it on the app. So I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'll back up. Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is the digital showcase. And this one has the Applause magazine. It has look collections. It has party tools for in-person or virtual. It has dialogues, scripts, team building materials. It has the MK Connection stuff, seminar awards catalogs, like the catalog for the year that shows you like all the stuff that happened last year. They have the independent sales brochure, the independent sales director program roadmap, the hostess brochure, and then the Suite 13 to get it on the app. Otherwise, you have to go to the website. So that's the showcase app. The next one I'm going to talk about, which this is going to be a lot of fun coming up when we go to Dallas, is the events app. And this one's actually pretty cool because I used it a lot while we were in Nashville because I hadn't used it in the events I'd gone to prior to. And there was so much information. It tells you like places to go in the city of the event. It has hotel stuff. It has maps. It has like your itinerary. It has like which buildings and classrooms you'll be in. It has like a map of like your event center. It shows you where all the vendors are. It has everything you would ever need right there in that app. And it even breaks it out when you're in like the general sessions, like what's going to be happening kind of in like 5 to 10 minute segments. So it was kind of neat because I knew when I was going to get ready to do my stage walk for the DIQs at leadership, I knew about what time it was going to be. So we kind of were sort of prepared. And then I went out on the wrong side of the stage. But anyway, that's this one. So that is called Mary Kay Events app. Okay, next one is the MK University. I want to make sure I'm saying the names right. It's called the Mary Kay Learning app, but it's basically like MK University on the In Touch side of it. So this has a lot of your speeches on there. It has company sponsored events. It has education. It has like a whole section completely dedicated to DIQs alone, like the DIQ corner, which I didn't know about. And then they also have recordings of Mary Kay herself. So I don't know if you guys do this, if it's just me, but sometimes I like call the Mary Kay number just to get put on hold so I can hear like some of her speeches and stuff. And I don't have to do that now because I can do it on this app. And then of course I've also found YouTube and stuff. So so this one's kind of fun. So that's like the learning one. So those three that we've done so far are more consultant only based. So then we're going to go to the last. Oh, I guess there's two more that are mostly consultant based. The next one is the Great Start app. And this one is crucial for your new consultants. Oh my gosh, it has so much information in it. And it's designed exactly to help them go step by step, month by month while they're in that Great Start qualification period. So they don't miss out on any of those free bundles. There's all kinds of promotional content in there for them. It gives them like checklists and tools for education. I mean, it has a lot. It has the brochure for the Great Start, tracking reports, invitations, checklists. It's got everything in it. So that one's pretty cool. Now this next one is also one I've never used before. And this one's called Independent Beauty Consultants. Is that what the app's called? Ordering app. So I've not used this one yet, but that's what the little app looks like. And it says independent beauty consultants can order wholesale products via their mobile device thanks to the free Mary Kay ordering app. So this is like obviously where you can put your order in, and I didn't know that app was there either. I don't have that one.
So I know on my phone it doesn't show that it works anymore. I think that one might be obsolete. When I go to do it, it says ordering is no longer available. When you said that, I was like, I don't think that one's there. And I think it's recent, but I don't know if you can see my screen.
Okay.
When I select it, it says ordering is no longer available. It might be my phone because I've had some technology challenges lately, just describing. So someone else, if they have it downloaded, try and see. Would you, just so I know? But I think
it's not on here. So that's why. So we'll check that one to make sure. It might not exist. It might.
It's not showing up in the App Store either. I'm trying to download it right now.
Okay, so ignore this one. Looks like a Mary Kay shopping cart. Okay, next one is the Star Consultant app. And it looks like that. And then this is the one where you can see all of the stuff for the Star Consultants. You can see your you can make your list. I don't know if you guys have gone in and done that where you make like this top 6 items that you want. And you can put all of your stuff where you like heart it or it's a favorite item. So it's in a separate place. So you don't have to constantly scroll through all of this stuff. And so everything in regards to the Star Consultants program is on that app. And I've been on it a couple of times and I've played with it, but I don't have a lot of knowledge in that one yet. I've still done it mostly through the In Touch website. So that's one I want to play with. The next one, trying to keep my papers in order. This is the one that is for your customers. So this is the first one we're going to talk about that's customer related. And that's going to be the Mary Kay Itself app. And so this basically is like the app version of your personal website. So you can send them the app and they'll download it. And then they put in like who their consultant is, and then they shop with you. It saves a lot of stuff in there under their customer profile. So then you can see like, let's see, I'm trying to read it so it sounds more professional. It helps them make wish lists. They can share them with you. They can share them with their friends and their family. They can receive order reminders and reorder reminders. And then they can also stay connected with you. Of course, that helps build loyalty. And you can share more product suggestions with them through that app. The next one, hopefully everybody's seen this one. This is the interactive catalog. And I use that one a lot. I use that one a lot. One of the things that I love about that one is it is pretty simple in the fact that it is just a catalog. However, you can still click on stuff, get product information, see the different colors. You can do, there is a spot on there, and I haven't tested this, so if you guys have, chime in, but there is a spot on there where it says you can try it on, try the product on. So I don't know how it does that on that app, because that kind of goes into the next couple that we're going to talk about. But there is a spot in the interactive catalog that has that where it says you can try it on. I think eventually this one is probably going to be less used and more of the Mary Kay app, because then it's not two places that they're toggling back and forth. All of the information that's in the catalog app will also be in the Mary Kay app, and then it's just all in one place. So I think I'm probably going to start transitioning away from this one and back, referring them more back to the regular Mary Kay one. And then the last two on this little handout that we're going to talk about is the Skin Analyzer, which looks like that one. And so this one, I'm just going to read the next two I'm going to read so you get all the information. It says, here is a digital way to help you book and sell. This handy app acts like a digital skin care assistant and scans the skin to provide personalized Mary Kay skincare recommendations. It's just one more way of how you can provide golden rule customer service. So this one is like a game changer for virtual parties. I have been embracing virtual, and I've been doing that a little bit, and I'm having them do this app, send me their results, and then I'm sending them samples of some of the stuff that it like recommends for them, in addition to the normal samples that we would sell them for in-person party. It's just like kind of a way to maybe personalize some of their samples a little bit better. And then the last one on this little handout is the Mirror Me one. And if you guys haven't played with this one is a lot of fun. So you take a selfie, kind of like a close-up selfie with no makeup on, hair kind of pulled back, just like a picture of your face. And then you can use it's like virtual makeup. So you can color test different things. So what the different colors of our products are, you can see what it actually looks like on your skin, like a lipstick, a blush, an eyeshadow, those kinds of things. And that one's really fun because it shows you all kinds of stuff. And I've tried on some of the just the really dark bronze makeups just to see what it looks like to play with the app. And so it's really fun. It actually, it really does work and show you what those colors really and truly would look like on you. So those are the apps. And again, this handout that I made, I've uploaded on the Facebook page, as well as this one, the tutorial on how to download apps. But the one I want to focus the most on is the My Customer apps. And I didn't print this one out, so I kind of have to like pivot a little bit. So I'm going to hold my phone while I go back over to the computer side of this, but I really want to make sure I hit all of the parts on this one. So there
Can I interrupt you for 1 second, since you were
Yeah.
talking about Mirror Me and the interactive catalog? So
Yeah.
when in the interactive catalog, when you select that, it actually takes you to the Mirror Me app. So if they
Oh,
don't
good.
have it, it actually will take them to the marketplace, or wherever you know, depending on whether you have an iPhone or not, it'll take you to where you can actually download the Mirror Me app so you can try it on virtually. So that's what that does in the interactive catalog. So FYI, it takes you to that app, and they
Yeah.
are working on consolidating all these things into one app for us, for our customers,
Which
just
we-
FYI.
We talked about that at leadership. So we got to, I don't remember his name, maybe Denise does, but there's a new person that's in charge of all things digital, and he kind of gave us like a timeline of some of the stuff that they're getting ready to kind of roll out. And like you said, they're kind of getting ready to consolidate a lot of this. I have a feeling a lot of it's all going to kind of merge into that one Mary Kay app, which makes perfect sense. So it'll be kind of exciting to do it. And I meant to do on the e-catalog today, I had meant to go on there and see what happens when you click on that, and time got away, so I didn't get it.
I didn't mean to interrupt. You're doing a great job, by the way. I just happened to know that already, so I thought I'd share.
I love it. I'm glad you did. That was awesome. Okay, so on the My Customer app, it looks like, I don't know if I can flip my screen. Does everybody know what that one looks like? Okay, so there's 4 basic like components. Oh, I lost myself. Can you guys still see me? Okay, there's like four basic parts to this app. There's the inventory tracking. You can create orders for your customers. You can connect with your customers because you can send them texts. You can send them, like, so multi-text, you can set up multi-texting to your customers. And then you can also, like I said, you can do returns on there, which I didn't know. That was the new one for me. And then, so on the website, instead of me going through and reading all of this, I'll let you guys go on there as you want and read it, and you can click on each category and kind of go through it a little bit better. I have turned everything into the app for, I know I've done my inventory 2 full years in a row on the app, and I've made sure all of my orders are on there as well. So I still write up those, I still handwrite these kind of tickets. And then I make sure when I enter it all on the app, then everything shows up there. And you can do that on the app or in touch, and then submit like your weekly accomplishment sheets and stuff. But what I want to show you on the inventory part of it, it prints out lists and reports for you. And since I know mine's pretty accurate, I do once a year check my inventory just to make sure it matches, and it's pretty darn close. So this report right here that I'm holding is the one I ran for the end of the year for 2022. And it goes through and it lists everything in alphabetical order. It shows you what the item number is. So I can hold that up so you guys can see it if you haven't. So it shows you the item number, the name of the product, how many you have on hand, and then what the wholesale cost is and what the retail cost is. And so it shows you kind of like everything at a glance. And then at the end, it shows you on the last page, it almost looks like an Excel spreadsheet to me. That's what it reminds me of. It shows how many products you have on hand, what your estimated wholesale value of all of your inventory is, and what your estimated retail value of all of your inventory is. And I have literally just printed this out the last 2 years and given it to my CPA after I went through it and verified that it was right. And there was a couple of them that I had to like alter, or like if the number was wrong, I went in and, you know, edited the number and then I reprinted it. So that was one of them that was just like super handy in the reports. Another one of the reports that you can print out, I don't have a copy of it here with me, is you can print out like an entire report of everything a customer has ordered. So you can go, like you can pick a date, like if you were wanting to see what your customer ordered in a calendar year, you could go in and select your customer, put the date in, and then you could run a report on everything that they have purchased from you in a year as well. So sometimes, I don't know if you guys have any customers like that, but I actually did have a gal and she wanted a list of all the stuff she had purchased, and she was trying to keep track because some of them were colors, you know, that she liked, or lip glosses or lipsticks and eyeshadows. And so it was just easier to kind of have that list handy to show her. So when she went to reorder, because sometimes the bottom of the little magnetic piece can get like rubbed off and you can't really see the name anymore when they put it in like their palettes. And so it was just a handier way for her to remember like her eyeshadow colors that she had. And that's all on the app. So those are under like the tab, I think that's called reports. Inventory is where you can go in and you can see all of your stuff. And the other thing I like about this one versus the one on In Touch when you're looking up stuff is when you're going to add an order on In Touch for a customer, if it's a product that's no longer like active, it doesn't always come up on your search, even if you put in the item number or what the description of the product is. But on the app, it does show up. And so let's say, like the Mad About masks is one of them I can think of. Remember the little 4-pod masks that we got at Christmas a couple years ago? I have a customer who wanted some more of those, and they're technically out of the catalog, but I had a couple of them left. I just didn't remember what they cost. And so I was able to go into my inventory and it shows you those that are out of the catalog. Okay, so inventory, customer orders. I haven't done the part on the app yet to do a return. That's I just found out today. And then I also haven't done one of the what did I just call it? The multi-texting stuff. I didn't know that was there either. So that's just another source that you can send things to your customers and set up different ways. And so you have everything like in the palm of your hand, literally. You don't have to get to your desktop and get to like the digital, what is that thing called now? That suite where the Hootsuite, is that what it's called? Yeah. And then there was one other thing that I forget. Has anybody processed a return on the app yet? No. So I do have one. I have a broken lipstick for a customer, and so I do have one to return. So I will do that tonight, and then I'll just send out a little Voxer on kind of like the steps of how we do that, because I don't know that yet. That was another one of the things I was gonna do today, but the day kind of got away from me. I went really fast and I'm done really early. Is there anybody that wants to add anything or questions?
I have a question for you, Kelly.
Okay.
So when you're adding your inventory from your boxes, can you share with the consultants the best way to do that?
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to flip my camera again. Can you guys see my office? This is my inventory. Can you guys see that? Will somebody say yes? Because I can't see you guys anymore.
Yes, we can see it.
Yes,
Okay.
we can see it.
Okay. So on the boxes, there's labels that look like that. And it should be this one. So you go into the inventory portion of the app, and up at the top right, it says, I think it says like scan box or scan code or something like that. So you scan that barcode and it literally puts everything into your inventory. Sometimes if you have more than one box in the delivery, not each box has a barcode for it. Sometimes it'll be like box 1 of 2 and only one of them has the barcode to scan, but it still scans everything in both of the boxes. And so then it just uploads it straight into your inventory. And I still do check when I get these in the box. I still do go over everything to make sure it is right. What says is in the package is in the package. And I've never cross-referenced this to the app, but it's always like way accurate. And I mean, I do everything on my customer orders. I put in, like if I'm giving them samples, I put all of that in there because it takes it out of the inventory. And then you can also have it notify you when you get low on something. So I try to keep 2 items of every product. And so then I have it notify me when I go below that kind of benchmark that I want to hold. So then I look there first for my next order. So when I go to place my order for the next month, I just use that list first and then enter the stuff in. And I'm really excited to see when they keep playing with the apps, if those are somehow going to like link together. So since we don't have that ordering app right now anymore, that went away, I'm thinking it's going to come up in that one somehow, and they're going to like link them together is what I'm hoping. So it makes sense. And it seems like it should be, you know, easy to kind of to do. Yeah, so that's the inventory, to put everything into your inventory. And then as you put in your orders, even if you put your orders in on InTouch, you still need to go into the app and finalize each order on the app, because it keeps it all pending on the app until you go into the app and finalize them all. Because if you're tracking your inventory this way, you have to finalize your orders that way. Otherwise, your inventory will be off. So just because you entered it on InTouch does not mean it updates the app. So you have to go into the app and all of your pending orders will be at the top, and you have to finalize all those pending orders.
Talking about the customer delivery service, right?
No, ones
Oh.
that you have out of your own inventory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when you
So,
actually place an order with Mary Kay, you don't have to scan the box, is what you're saying?
So if I order products from Mary Kay and the products come to me in a box, that box I scan and it uploads my new inventory into my inventory already existing. Then when I have a customer order something and I write out her order ticket like this, if I go on InTouch and input all this so I can do my weekly accomplishment sheets, and then I submit it all, it's all done on InTouch, but you then go into the My Customer app under orders. And at the very top, there's a pending category, and you have to go through each one of those orders and finalize it so it updates your inventory, because the InTouch doesn't know to take this product out of my inventory count.
But so that's not through CDS?
No, that's the CDS one does this on the CDS updates on its own. This is like if I deliver in person.
Right, but you know, on the, and I'm asking because I always do the CDS on the computer, not on my phone. So if you go into the computer and go to My Customers and then select a customer who has an order, or they placed a website order or whatever, and it shows up, you have to select My Inventory or Customer Service Delivery. So
Right.
Is that where you're talking about, is from there where you add and delete products for them?
Sort of. So when you are on InTouch and you're in that screen and you say you're taking it out of your inventory, and then you enter the products, and then you go through and say how they've paid you. And then like at the end, you set your reminders, and then you do if it's like fully paid or partially paid, or you need to save it. And then you submit all of that and you think it's all done. It is, as far as InTouch is concerned, but if you're tracking your inventory on the app specifically, it goes into the app as a pending order. And you have to go into the app and finalize that order on the app so it adjusts your inventory.
Okay, so it is CDS. It's not where you're filling out your weekly accomplishment sheet. It is through the My Customers, and you choose either using CDS or My Inventory, but I think we're talking about the same thing. It's the My Customers link in InTouch versus the My Customers app.
Yes,
Okay.
but what I've noticed, and I hope this is making sense, is if I do the order on InTouch, I still have to go into the app and update it, or it doesn't adjust my numbers on my inventory, because I track all my inventory through the app. Because
Right,
I don't
so
have
That's good to know. That's why I wanted to be real specific. I wanted to make sure
Yeah.
that everyone's clear on that because I was a little fuzzy. So thank you, Kelly.
Yeah, so I'm gonna toggle away, so you might not see me for a minute, but I want to see exactly what the screen comments say, so I know what I'm telling you right. So you click on the My Customer app, and it logs you in, and you're gonna click on Orders, which is the second one down under Customers, and then you'll have a pending tab and any pending orders you have there, and it'll tell you if it's coming out of your inventory or CDS, and then you'll have completed orders. The completed orders have adjusted your inventory, the pending orders have not. So they may have paid you and you may have entered like your weekly accomplishment sheets and done all that part on InTouch. But if you're tracking your inventory specifically with the app, you need to go in and update the pending orders on the app, if that makes sense.
Perfect sense. I'm looking at it. I have 91 pending. So
Okay.
obviously I'm
Yeah.
not doing it on here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see, but it'll say pending
Yeah. So before
right there.
you finalize them, go into your inventory part of that app and like pick a couple of items and just like jot down like what your inventory numbers are on those, and then go put all your pending orders through, and then go back to your inventory and see how it's adjusted those.
Okay. Well, I don't track my inventory on here, but I am wanting my new consultants to, and I know I have some consultants that do track it here, but I don't. So your education tonight is great, and teaching me too, so that I can better educate them because I don't use it myself. Thank you.
Yeah. And what I know is you guys all have, I don't remember what the one it was you used. Is it UnitWise? I think is what you guys used, or
I use Boulevard, but
Boulevard.
UnitWise, Pink Office, there's a lot of different software programs.
Okay, so a lot of the stuff that you guys are used to on those has now moved over. So some of us newer people who've never had those websites can do it all on here. And so I guess I started kind of after all of that. And so Heidi showed me a little bit on UnitWise when I was doing like the David's Bridal stuff, because that's how we were sending out my invitations. But I've not gone back to that. I haven't paid for it for a year, and I've done it all through the app, and it's working really well.
And that's great. And I'm glad that the company gave us an option so that we can do that finally, because that's why we did have software, because the company didn't have this. But for those of us who have been in for a long time and have a lot of inventory and a lot of customers, to try to port all that over into my customers, that's personally, I'm giving you my excuse for not having done it. So
yeah.
Convenience for me.
Fun to start to transition it that way, and like, you know, like you said, like you have however many orders, and it can take you a couple minutes, and if you're laying in bed or whatever watching TV, just go through them all and close all those out. So if you ever wanted to track your inventory that way, it's fully there. And I scan all my boxes, I track all of my inventory in and out, and every year for 2 years in a row now I've done it, 21 and 22, and it's been like spot on.
Fabulous.
So that has saved me a lot of time, because I do have, as you saw, a lot of inventory.
Well, it's important to keep track of it. I interrupted, I think, Denise when she was talking, so
Well,
I'm gonna zip it now.
No, what I was saying, April, was the same thing that you were, is that yes, and originally the company didn't have these kinds of resources for us. And, you know, after years and years and years and transactions of, you know, doing it, it would be really cumbersome to switch over. UnitWise is no longer, but QT Office is what some of us are using that switched over, that's compatible with all the Mary Kay stuff. But again, we recommend use the company's technology. It's free.
Right. Which
And
is
that
pretty
way,
cool.
the history part of it too is I've got history with my program from 1990 in the 90s.
Yeah.
So I would have to try and remember all that and keep the program anyway, just to know their history for some of my long-term customers. So if it's valuable to have that history, so start using My Customers if you're not already using it, especially if you're new and it's not going to take a lot of effort for you to actually transition to it. Just start. And, you know, if I had only been in a couple of years, I'd go back and do it for sure. For sure.
It was a huge pain in the butt the first year, because I hadn't been using it consistently. And so I think it was the end of 2020. I'm pretty sure it was 2020. And I had to go through and literally I line by line went through my entire inventory and then updated it all on the app at the same time. So I was going item by item, counting it, and then I was in the app adjusting it. And I was like, if I'm going to go through all this work, I'm not messing it up. And so then I think 21 and 22, of course, 21 was still a little bit of, you know, stuff I had to adjust, but 2022 was like really close. There was, I think the most things that I had to adjust were samples and if they got the socks with the Mint Bliss. That was one of them. Sometimes like I'd click the wrong item number for the Mint Bliss, or I'd forget to add the socks into the order, because you do add the socks into the order, so it takes it out of your inventory.
Okay, I think MJ has a question.
Okay.
Yeah, Kelly, my only question is, and I think it's fabulous, and thank you so much for this training. I love it. My question is, for customers who want me to email an invoice, how do you handle that, since you're doing paper invoices?
What I do on the inventory, those
The invoice, I'm talking
yeah.
strictly the invoice.
Right, that I meant invoice, I said inventory. That one I
Okay.
still do on InTouch, so it will print me the receipt, and I have a scanner here at work, so I just print the receipt out and then I scan it back to myself and email it. So that I'm still doing through InTouch, because I don't know how to do it on the app. I think there's a way to do it, I just haven't figured that out. I know that when you go to the reports, you could do your customer, pick your customer, and then when you selected the date, you would like basically, if you did like today through today, then it would only show you the products for today. So that would be a report that it would generate that you could send, but I still think you'd have to save it somewhere to email it. And it might not be accurate if you did a discount, because it's only going to show you the retail total.
Okay,
So I would still do that on InTouch.
okay, thank you.
But I also have scanned or I do more digital pictures, I guess. I like take a screenshot of it and then like text it to them or email it to them.
Okay,
And they seem to be okay with that.
okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions before I go on to inspirational closes?
Great training, really good
Okay.
training. Thank you for
Thanks.
educating us.
So keeping with the technology kind of thought, I found some quotes, and I did post all of these on our Inspired page, so some of you guys might have seen them. So I'm just going to flip it again, and I'll read them to you, but I'll let you see the picture. So technology should improve your life, not become your life. I think that's a good one for us to remember when we have everything at the hand of our phone, you know, to take time and like put our phones down and be present with our family and our friends. The next one, we are respectful, we have fun, we love what we do, we work hard and smart, we do great things, we communicate and listen, we are helpful, we stay positive, we strive for excellence, we are a team. Even if we're in different units, we are a team.
Yeah.
That one's really small. 8 pieces of wisdom that can change your life. Number 1, words are powerful, use them wisely. Number 2, people come and go, but the right ones stay. Number 3, you are doing enough, even if it doesn't feel like it. Number 4, failure is when you don't try. Number 5, random acts of kindness make everyone feel better. Number 6, live for today, not for tomorrow. Number 7, never look back. There is nothing there for you. Number 8, overthinking kills happiness. This is another team one. We are not a team because we work together. We are a team because we respect, trust, and care for each other. Women are abandoning the need to come together and gossip. They are coming together to heal, grow, and prosper. This is the new sisterhood. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't step forward, you're always in the same spot. And I think that's it. So I posted all of those. for you guys if you wanted to steal them or copy them or save them. And then the notes are on there too.
Thank you so much. You always do such a fabulous job. Anybody else have feedback for our technological training tonight from Kelly?
Oh my, felt so out of place tonight.
Oh, no, Kelly, that was so good.
Good.
Thank you so much. I have a full page of notes, knowing that I can go back and look at the training on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I was actually kind of cheating a little bit and looking at my phone to see which apps I had and which I was missing. So
Nice.
thank you. We
Yeah,
know that technology is a little challenging for me, but not anymore.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's interesting too. I thought I knew a lot of technology, and I'm even finding stuff that I have had challenges with and stuff. So I think it's a good reminder, and it's really been helpful for me with one consultant where technology is very new for her. And so this has just kind of opened my eyes so much in how we talk to people, because sometimes you say something and you think it's just part of our everyday normal conversations. And if somebody doesn't have those digital devices, that does not make any sense to them. They don't know what an app is. They don't know how to download it. They don't know how to do any of those things. And so common terminology that we're comfortable with, they have no reference for. And so it's nice to take a step back and really kind of go through the process and the steps. And then I've got all these handouts for my consultant now that I can send with her. And so she's got step-by-step notes and pictures to help her find it. So,
Right.
yeah.
I will say that working at the bank, and we're always asking our customers, do you have our app on your phone? And I'm amazed at the number of elderly people who have the app and use it.
Mm-hmm. We're finding
So
that
I'm impressed with my age group.
I love it. I'm impressed with the age groups too. What I was going to say is we have a farmers app, and what we're finding is the older generation is embracing the app, and the newer ones that should be embracing it because they're growing up on these devices are the ones that don't want to have anything to do with the app. I have more young kids, or, you know, like under 25-ish aged people that don't want to do anything on the app or online. They want a paper statement mailed to them. They want to come in and make their payment. They don't want to do auto payments. They don't want to do any of that technology, which you would think it would be the other way around.
That's interesting, because that's a difference in industries.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely not that way at the bank.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So that's all I got for you guys tonight.
Thank you so much, Kelly. That was absolutely awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And for the
This
inspirational
isn't technology, but today's March 14th, which is
Hi.
Pi 3.14,
Oh,
blah, 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 blah,
it
blah.
is.
So it's Happy Pi Day.
Yeah.
Hi,
It's a
Jen.
kind of technology.
Should we
I
go
had
say
pizza
hi?
for lunch.
Right.
Have a
All
great week, everybody. RSVP for Career Conference. I just talked. Elizabeth is coming. Danya's coming. Rebecca's coming.
Jen will be there.
Jen will be there.
I'll be
Jen
there.
Poole
And
will be there. Yep.
Sandy and Diane are coming with me.
Sandy. Okay, Sandy and Diane. Awesome.
Good.
Yay. And Rebecca's coming down.
Yay. Who's she staying with? Is
Me.
she getting a hotel? Oh, you? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she gonna sleep with Cooper.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay, everybody.
Okay.
A great
Happy Pi
week.
Day
Have a
and
great
good night.
week. Bye.
Let's get after it. Good job, Kelly.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.